What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Espresso, and welcome to today's video. Now, today we're going to be talking about something that, honestly, I was procrastinating making for the longest time because I didn't really want to put it out just yet, but I'm honestly at that point where I just can't hold this in anymore, and I really need to express my opinion on it. Now, I've been seeing a lot of videos being like, why do people think Call of Duty Ghosts is the worst game to date? And this video is going to be validating every single point that I make, and it's going to be showing you exactly why this is the worst Call of Duty to date. Maybe this is just my personal opinion, but maybe I actually make some sort of sense, and I know a lot of people could agree with me on this. A lot of people also will disagree with me on this, so I guess by the end of the video you can tell me where you stand and what you think based off of what I give you, and maybe you hate it, maybe you don't, maybe you just want to get rid of this video, maybe not, but I'm going to make it regardless. So stick around for possibly the next 6 minutes or so and see exactly everything wrong with Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, before we actually get way too into this, I wanted to say about the gameplay, I was going to put in everything that honestly pissed me off about this game today, but I can't do that because honestly, it would take up longer than the video. I've played for probably about 2 hours, and I've spent probably an hour and a half of that just yelling at my monitor, and it's something that honestly, I don't like. I don't like being angry, but this game just pushes me to the edge every single time I play it. So the gameplay in the back, I don't know what I'm going to be putting. It's probably just going to be some sort of decent gameplay that I got a while ago or something. Something that honestly doesn't make me want to quit the game. But getting back on topic, why Ghost is broken, I don't even know where to start with this, to be honest with you. I have a lot of stuff written down in Notepad here to look at and like reference as notes, but I don't know what order to put them in because honestly, it's just, they all rank so high up there for me that things that annoy me with Call of Duty Ghosts, and they're all things that are legitimate problems. So I guess I'll just run down the list here. Matchmaking is one of the biggest things that is broken in my opinion. I cannot tell you how many times I have gotten onto a game and there's like 3 people in the match, and then nobody, I mean absolutely nobody, will join for like 7 minutes. It's honestly pathetic how you can play an entire game like 2-3 men down, and it's something that you can't win. I've honestly changed my style to objective slayer type thing since Black Ops 2. I've actually played a lot more objective, so I like getting these wins. I like these win streaks, and whenever you're man or 2 down, you're not going to be able to win these gunfights, and that's honestly clear as day. It's something that isn't debatable. It's something that is just 100% true. You're not going to win when you're men down whenever you have a disadvantage that big. And then another thing that really makes me mad about matchmaking is, say I'll leave a match, and then I try and join a match like in the same playlist, and then it puts me in the same exact map with the same exact people at least 2 to 3 times in a row every single time, and it's honestly pointless because it's kind of like saying, you know what, you're leaving for a reason, you don't want to play with these guys, but I'm gonna put you right back in so that you can play with them again. And I'm just like, no, it shouldn't work like that. That's not how matchmaking should work. If you want to refresh your lobby, you should refresh your lobby, not get in the same thing literally 2, 3, 4, 5 times in a row. That's actually happened to me. I've gotten into the same match 5 times in a row, and at that point, I literally just shut off my Xbox. So I'm just like, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. And it just bothers me so much that that's so flawed. Another thing that really bothers me is actually this. It's going to sound really repetitive if I say that every single time because I have literally like 7 things written down here that's general topics that I can expand on. But guns, those things really bother me. All the guns are so inconsistent. There's literally like a couple guns that'll be amazing one day and then suck tremendously the next, and it's something that really bothers me. Hit detection is trash in this game. It honestly, it's just such a step down from where it was last year, to be honest with you. And Black Ops 2 hit detection was pretty bad. The ghillie suit, this is something that it's not brought up a lot, but it's something that is 100% true. The ghillie suit legitimately decreases the hit detection that you get on players. So if you're shooting at somebody with a ghillie suit, chances are you're going to do less damage to them with the same amount of shots and the same amount of accuracy that you would if somebody wasn't wearing a ghillie suit. Like, why is that in the game? Why can you literally give yourself more health because of a uniform that you have? The spawns, oh my god, don't get me started on these. They're so sporadic. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've spawned in the middle of gunfights, that I've spawned literally in the middle of somebody lunging to knife me. The amount of times that I've spawned with 4 enemies literally just on top of me. I spawn like in the middle of people, and I'm just like, what do I do now? I have literally everybody just aimed down on me. And it's not to mention the fact that people will spawn directly behind you too. Like, say you're actually on a good streak, and then I run a corner, and then literally out of the corner of my eye, I see a kid spawn, and I die instantly because he's just automatically locked onto me. Like, the spawns in this game are ridiculous. Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, their spawns were kind of ridiculous, but this just takes it to a whole new level. And on the topic of spawning, spawn trapping is probably worse than any other Call of Duty. Black Ops 2 and MW3, spawn trapping, you could run rampant with this. You could get so many kills, you could get so many high kill games. But this one, it just seems like once you're in a spawn trap, you're fucked. You literally cannot move. You can't get 5 feet out of spawn without getting shot. And honestly, there's like no chance to break it unless your team just automatically pushes out and actually like takes down every single person that's camping your spawn. It doesn't work. It really doesn't. Knifing in this game is honest to God broken as well. Knifing has literally auto aim on it. If you go up to somebody and you try and knife them, say you like actually, or your character's looking a little bit to the, say, left or right of the person you're going to knife, and if you go to knife them, it'll automatically just instantly lock you on, and that is just so overpowered. And I can't tell you how many times I've been panic knifed because of that. They're not even looking at me, and then they're just like, hey, full 90-degree turn here, I'm gonna knife you straight in the face. Another thing that's broken with knifing is that you can knife the air while the person is prone. And, like, yeah, let me just knife above where somebody is and get an instant kill, because that totally works. That is legitimately how knifing in the real world and every single other FPS game works, right? It just, my God, it doesn't make sense to me. It's just so brilliant the way that this knifing is done and every single thing else in this game. And another thing is, this happens to me so much, and it makes me so mad. But you run past somebody, like you're legitimately past the person, and then you'll die because they knifed you. Like, yeah, you can teleport back in front of me to knife me, and then what? Like, you run past me, and you just hit a button, and you're like, let me just go full 180. Stop time, just defy all the laws of physics, and get right back in front of you while you don't move at all because you're apparently still moving. But, you know, I can teleport because I'm God. That kind of stuff pisses me off. It really does. The dedicated servers in this game, that was one of the biggest lies that their marketing department could have ever done. The entire way through the development of the game, we're like, yeah, dedicated servers, no more lag, woot woot. We're just going to get rid of all that stuff. It's just going to be an enjoyable game now. That was 100% lie. They're on an air quote hybrid system, and that's just as bad as any other Call of Duty and the servers that come along with them. I can't tell you how many games that I get into with lag, and I have a 60 down, 11 up speed. Like, my speeds are freaking good. Like, that's an A+ in the majority of the US, and I don't understand, like, why I still lag with that. I have one of the most dominant connections in my area, and I'm still lagging all over the place whenever that happens. It's just unbearable, dude. And the thing that really bothers me about that is the fact that they took out that you can't check your connection status or ping, whatever you want to call it. You literally cannot see what kind of connection you're on anymore. And it's just like, we know this game is laggy, so we're not even gonna give you the chance to check what it is. Mods and hacks still running rampant. Like, this is honestly probably the second worst Call of Duty game, and the first of which, like, for mods, was Modern Warfare 2, and coincidentally, that was also an Infinity Ward game. It just seems like Infinity Ward cannot get down the security of a game. Black Ops 1 had minor hacks, like, the week before it came out. They were, like, 10th lobbies, but nobody had the game then. And then all throughout Black Ops 1, there was absolutely no hacks, at least as far as I can remember. Black Ops 2, there was a little bit of modding, but not too much, because Treyarch actually had a nice security system on their game. Infinity Ward, it just seems like they're open source. They fucking just copy code. And honestly, I've spoken with some hackers before that have done, like, lobbies and all that, and they're legitimately like, yeah, the source code is legitimately the same exact thing as not Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. It's like, wait a second, you're on a brand new engine, you're on a brand new fucking source of this game, and it's the same thing as every single Call of Duty previously. It's just like, why? You're making it that much easier to exploit. You're making it that much easier to be lazy. may I add, as a developer. And not to mention, this lazy comment brings me up to the campaign. If you guys have never seen that yet, they literally carbon copied a bunch of sequences from Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2 and put them into Ghosts for the campaign. They carbon copied it. It's literally the same exact animation, same time frame, may I add. Like, it's honestly the same thing, just with different characters and different backgrounds. That is just the definition of lazy. And I actually came across a kid today. He had 12 hours played, and he was 10th prestige. Like, what? Come on, get your game into gear. That's something that, honestly, I hate seeing. I hate seeing that games get cheated like that, and it's something that Infinity Ward really needs to get a grasp on. This game also caters to people that aren't Call of Duty veterans, the people that actually care about playing the game and being competitive. It doesn't cater to that. The people that are the long-standing fans are pretty much just getting the finger from Infinity Ward. It caters to people that don't know how to play the game, that can just sit in corners. And one of the big things that I actually give them props for. They tried, keyword, to get rid of camping in the game mode of Cranked, but that's honestly one of the game modes where I see the most camping, to be honest with you. It's weird because they take out all the big maps, like all the actual large maps. So I guess it still takes, I guess, skill to camp, if that makes any sense. But it's still there, and it's still so dominant. The game modes aren't anything special, and half of them actually cater to the type of player that I'm talking about. The type that literally has no skill, that doesn't do anything to better themselves as a player or to even help their team. It's ridiculous to me, the amount of catering to campers, to noobs, to everything. Like, I understand you want to reach a larger audience and you want to make better players, maybe, but the fact of the matter is the people that have been loyal to you for years hate the game. They're not gonna be returning customers in a year or two, and you doing this stuff, it screws yourself. I just don't understand why catering to one area of the game is an actual thing. Like, you should be able to cater to everybody. That's the one thing I loved about Black Ops 2, is they cater to so many different subdivisions of their game. They catered to the noobs, they catered to the pub stompers, they catered to the competitive scene, they catered to everybody, they catered to the people that even made funtages. Like, the people that literally just do anything to screw around in the game, they even catered to that. Like, Treyarch actually did it right. They actually listened to their community, they actually made a game that was enjoyable, they made a game that was catered to multiple subdivisions. I don't understand why that's so hard for Infinity Ward to do. They physically just are like, nah, we're not going to take the time out of our day to actually make a decent game and to actually make the play experience enjoyable for actually the hundreds of thousands of people that are getting left out because of what we're doing. So I guess that's my rant. A lot longer than I thought I would actually be, to be honest with you. I thought this would be like a 5-6 minute video, but seeing as what we're at now, we're at about 13 minutes and 20 seconds, so yeah. I want to know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Maybe I'm just freaking retarded. Maybe, I'm sorry, that's actually an offensive way to put it. I don't mean to be offensive to anybody, but maybe I'm just out of my mind. Maybe I'm just loopy. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm just in a fit of rage because I had a bad day at Call of Duty. You guys tell me. I think I make some valid points. I really think that this is, without a doubt, the how can I put it, the worst Call of Duty to date. That's my time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name has been Espresso. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like rating down below. Any shares to your Facebook, Twitter, and or MySpace if you're OG like that are always greatly appreciated. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe for the best of Call of Duty Ghost content. Even if I may not like the game, I'm still going to be putting up great content because I like helping you guys get better at the game, helping and make you guys enjoy the game more. I don't know if I butchered that or not. I'm doing this all in one take for once. So, yeah, that's my time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys are having a great day. I shall see you guys later. Take care, and peace.